So greetings, everybody. I'll be talking to you about the 3 strong reasons why you need to invest in Bitcoin now. So first off, what is Bitcoin? It is a cryptocurrency that lives on the internet. There are only 21 million coins. It does not rely on a central authority, which decreases the risk of corruption. And all its transactions are all recorded on a public ledger, otherwise known as a blockchain. A brief history, it first went live on the 3rd of January 2009. Since then, it has gained a lot of traction from 0.008 cents per coin initially to an all-time high of almost $20,000 per coin. So before I tell you the 3 strong reasons, let me just brief you about trades of money, comparing gold, US dollar, which is fiat currency, as well as Bitcoin. So the first criteria, fungible, which means it's interchangeable. As you can see, it's all high. For the second criteria, durable, gold is high, US dollar is moderate, and Bitcoin is high. Why is US dollar moderate? It's because for paper money, you can tear it or you can burn it. So it's not as durable compared to gold or Bitcoin. So for the third criteria, portability, gold is moderate, US dollar is high, Bitcoin is high. Why? Why gold is moderate is because it's pretty hard to bring it around, right? Because it's heavy. The fourth criteria is secure, cannot be counterfeited. Gold is moderate, US dollar fiat currency is moderate, and Bitcoin is high. So why is gold moderate? It's because there are a lot of cases where you can see the gold bars, but when you actually break it open, there are actually steel bars inside. It's just the external is gold. So that's why it can be counterfeited easily, right, for gold. And then in terms of US dollar, well, you can actually print fake money as well, right? I mean, in terms of people can just counterfeit it pretty easily. Whereas Bitcoin, it is not easily counterfeited because it's on a public network, right? It's open to everybody on the internet, and there's basically peer review. So it's very high in terms of security. So the next criteria, which is easily transactable, gold obviously is very low compared to Bitcoin as well as fiat currency. And the next criteria, which is the one that I want you all to focus on, which is scarcity, which means there's a predictable supply. Gold is moderate, fiat currency is low, and Bitcoin is high. Okay. First off, why is gold moderate compared to Bitcoin, which is high? It's because even though there's a limited amount of supply of gold on Earth, people are still mining it, right? People are still mining it. There's still mining companies, mining for gold. So even though we all know that theoretically it's supposed to be limited, but people are still mining, so you don't actually know the actual number itself, how much gold there are on Earth. Compared to fiat currency, it's low because government can just print as much money as they want. So in terms of scarcity, it's low. And Bitcoin, it's high. And this is the thing that I want you guys to focus on. There are only 21 million coins, as I alluded earlier in the slides. So that means there's actually a hard number, 21 million, no more, no less. So that's what makes Bitcoin so valuable, because there's a hard number, there's 21 million coins only. So the next criteria, sovereign, government issued. For gold is low, for fiat currency is high, and Bitcoin is low. That's pretty much understandable because the government doesn't just give out gold or Bitcoin, whereas the government can print as much money as they want. So that's why it's high for fiat currency. In terms of whether or not it's decentralized, you can see gold is low, fiat currency is low, and Bitcoin is high. Bitcoin is decentralized because, like I said, no government owns the network. It's completely an open network. And compared to gold, even the central banks own gold reserves. Before it became fiat currency, everything was pegged by the gold standard. So even central banks own large supplies of gold, not just fiat currency. So as you can see, just based on all these explanations, how valuable Bitcoin is intrinsically. So let me get straight to the first strong reason. So on the 16th of September, the Federal Reserve said that they will keep interest rate near zero until 2023 in order to lift the economy from the coronavirus recession. This is not the first time they've done it. the last time that they did it was back in the great financial crisis back in 2007, 2008, when there was a great financial crisis because of the housing market, and they tried to stir up the economy by printing lots of money, pumping money back into the economy. Why all this is bad is because inflation is bound to skyrocket when there's so much money, so much paper money, fiat currency in circulating around. It naturally reduces its value. And so in the future, prices of goods are bound to increase and people's purchasing power will get smaller and smaller. So that's the first strong reason. The second reason is because as more digitally minded millennials and Gen Zs inherit inheritance or financial assets from their parents, or as they enter the workforce, they will gather money, right? And they'll be looking to see which asset class they can invest in. And Bitcoin is definitely a very preferable option. It's because they have always been they grew up with smartphones, laptops and all this. So they are very inclined digitally, they're very digitally savvy. And so Bitcoin being a digital gold, it's very much a preferred option. As you can see, as you can tell, like the older generation, they prefer solid gold. Why? Because they weren't really exposed to digital products or technology. Whereas Gen Zs and the millennials, they are much more technologically savvy. So we can foresee that they'll very much want to invest in Bitcoin because of that. And just to compare the price, you can see that the price of gold to date is only 1,854 per ounce, compared to Bitcoin, which is a form of digital gold. It's about $11,000 a coin. So that clearly shows which one is much more valuable, right? And so the third reason, you see, because of this COVID-19 impact, a lot of people are trying to take care of their hygiene, right? And even in the UK and the United States, a lot of restaurants already prohibit customers from uh, by paying cash. Instead, they rather customers pay by digital currency, like to a e-wallet and all that kind of stuff. So because of this COVID-19 impact, it's steering society towards a cashless system. That means people are relying less on paper money. Instead, they are steering towards digital the digital system, digital money. So that's the third strong reason. So how can you partake in this Bitcoin phenomenon? Right now, there are two present choices. The first is that you can own the underlying asset, which is through a Bitcoin exchange. And the second is that you can gain exposure to price movements via derivatives. And so that's what Quantic Venture offers our customers, is that we allow you all to invest in the Bitcoin derivative, and the symbol for it in our system is basically BTC USD. So this is how you can take part in this Bitcoin phenomenon. And based on all the strong reasons that I've just told you, it's a no-brainer that Bitcoin will bound to be more and more valuable in the eyes of the world in the near future, based on the very compelling reasons that I've just given you. And so how can you reach us? Is basically you can just contact our customer service. The number is on your screen, or you can email us with the email at our support email on your screen. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening.